knowing that Hyuk was going to see the fact that he was kind of outmatched and switch tech, and oh man, look at that SCV just sneaking right by those Hydralisks. Turrets are almost up, Goliaths are out. He's got the 2 bases, he's got the Goliaths at the front just in case. He's got a bunker as well. He's got the turret so he can detect things just in case it was lurkers. But Hyuk trying to do a tech switch there, and Flash just seeing right through it. Absolutely amazing insight by Flash. And I think it just came down to the fact that he saw those he saw that there weren't more Hydralisks building up. There weren't more Hydralisks attacking his Vulture that he was dancing in and out. And so he knew that that there couldn't be lurkers on the way. He would have made more Hydras if he was going to go for a Hydra build. Anyway, Hoja, I don't know why I keep calling Hoja because I'm thinking of the last game. Hyuk now putting up another base, actually not within his little trigram of bases, but putting up another base kind of in the upper right. Doesn't want to get that mineral only. He's going to go for that 3rd gas instead. It's almost as defensible given these positions, because Flash is still going to have to go a long ways. Not quite as defensible, though. It's a little bit vulnerable. He's got a squad of mutas there. And again, though, I think Hyuk knows that he's kind of... He kind of knew that he'd been outdone with the... he'd been caught with the lurkers and knew that Flash would counter it. And so instead of all in, he switched up. And now he kind of knows that he's been countered with these Goliaths against his mutas, and he's again going to switch things up again and go for some econ instead. He's not going to persist with just mass mutas. But Flash getting a lot of stuff here. And look at this. Oh, is he going to get in? This time he does sneak in. I don't know if he saw some more mutas coming in there. He saw some drones moving out, so he may know that 3rd base is up there just from spotting those drones moving out. In which case, that's going to be his first target, I believe. Unless he has a really, really overwhelming force when he moves out, in which case he's gonna he's just gonna try and pound directly down into that extra base bearer. But he had a line of Hydrals there. Oh, failure! Tons of missiles hitting those Mutalisks. Not really any damage done by those Mutalisks though. But yeah, he put that line of Hydrals there to keep any scouts from getting in and seeing what was going on in that 3rd base position, that mineral only spot. And he, I think he was able to get that SCV far enough in to see that there was no base there though. I'm pretty sure he was. So Flash has got to know where that 3rd base is. Flash now building his own 3rd base as well, so Flash is really going to take a commanding lead here pretty soon. Hyuk is gonna have to do something here pretty quick. He's gonna have to either, I mean, he's got the Mutalisks are maintaining a modicum of map control. He doesn't quite have enough Goliaths to move out, especially if there's Hydralisks around. So Hyuk can still kind of take another base, I think, but it's kind of tentative. Especially, I mean, with Flash taking another base, it's gonna be, he's got to do something. Hyuk is gonna make an attack or expand or something like that, because he's not really doing either right now. And look at this extra base is just mining gas right now. A couple Mutalisks popping out are going to rejoin there. He's got two groups of Mutalisks here. Tons of Mutalisks are going to be met by a ton of turrets. He's going to actually fall back. I think he could have taken those turrets on if he wanted to, but not quite effectively enough. That with the Goliaths reinforcing, the Goliaths would have gotten back in time to reinforce that there. Flash now transferring those SCVs into that 3rd base. Lots of turrets in the mix. Goliaths as well. He's going to try and go in for a dual attack with Mutalisks and some Hydras. Where are the Hydras? He needs to move in with the Hydras as well. More Mutalisks coming in from the side as well. He's just targeting straight down at the Goliath there. He's got tons of Mutalisks coming in there. He's got +1 Carapace. I don't think there's any upgrades on the Goliaths yet, so he's got a little bit of an upgrade advantage there. Moving in with a bunch of Mutalisks. He's lost several Mutalisks so far though. He's only got the turrets and a few Goliaths left, but oh, so many Mutalisks are damaged. He's going after the bunker now. Flash does not repair the bunker. The bunker goes down, but he doesn't actually kill the Marines underneath, which is the point of killing the bunker, is to get at the Marines. And look at this, he's killing off more and more stuff. Finally goes back and kills off the Marines. Hydra is coming to finish off those Marines. Flash is forced to float his 3rd base out here. Hyuk is actually in a really good position right now. He's forced Flash back. He's killed off all of Flash's army. I think Flash is going to barely be able to hold off here. He needs to get a tank out pretty quick, actually, though. Otherwise, he's subject to a massive Hydralisk counterattack, and this is exactly what Hyuk needed to do. Kind of a timing attack here. before Flash really got his production going, and just as he was getting that third base going, sending in a massive amount of units. I think he really should have sent in Zerglings and Hydras with that attack though, and now he's sending them a little bit too late. Zerglings going in and picking off the turrets. Brilliant move by Hyuk, moving in with Zerglings to take out the turrets. Slow Zerglings to soften up the turret line so that the Mulas can do more damage, but he only takes out a single turret, and the SCVs and Goliaths actually take out the Zerglings before they can kill off a second turret. I really think he would have done a lot better with a combined attack. And if he can get a Radiate, look at that. Boxer is just intent on this game, wondering what's going to happen, seeing if Hyuk can pull it off before Radiate gets researched. He's moving in with two groups of Mulas into the back here, but if Radiate goes off on those Mulas, it's going to be absolutely horrible. Tons of damage. There comes this vessel. He might just be taunting though. Does he have a Radiate? Does he have a Radiate? Does he have a Radiate? A Radiate goes off in the middle. A Radiate goes off, and the KT crowd cheers at the irradiation. Owning those Mutalisks, they see the Irradiate and they jump up and down, raising their hands in the air, knowing that Hyuk's attack has been fought off, because once the Irradiates are in play, those Mutalisks, the mass Mutalisks, are not going to be nearly as effective, and now they're being fought off, and now Hydralisks to follow up. Is he going to be able to do something with these Hydralisks? No, the Hydralisks have to fall back as well. The KT bench is on their feet. They know that Flash has a huge advantage here. He has a huge advantage. He's going to get that third base back up pretty soon, and there's a chant going on in the crowd now for the KT fans. Wow, look at that. Tons and tons of turrets, but he can afford it. I mean, he can afford to just play defensively with those 2 or 3 bases to defend. With Hyuk not expanding, he can afford to just play defensively. Wow, so absolutely amazing. Look at the Flash's intent look as he's wielding his units. Looks like Hyuk might be taking a 4th base. No, he's not. No, Hyuk is he's like all in on this. Hyuk is all in with his attack, and Flash has 2 tanks now in the back there. He's going to have a 3rd pretty soon. Hyuk has now switched to mass Hydras, which is going to make all those turrets pretty much unnecessary, but it's going to be tough against these tanks. Mass Hydras, you need more against those tanks. A nice wall of buildings and Goliaths in the way, and the KT coaches are hugging. They know that they've got the game clinched as the Hydralisks are fought off, and oh man, 2 tanks in the back of all that stuff. And look at the SKT1 coach looks just absolutely grim. He is not pleased at all. He's got tons of turrets, tons of Goliaths. If Hyuk had any imagining of going in with air anymore, and all he needed was a few tanks to fight off that group of Hydralisks, that's all he had, but he had a nice wall of stuff in between, and without the Mulisks to run in and snipe those tanks along with it, Hyuk just did not have the unit composite, the unit mixture, and the massive amounts of units to really come